Yes, good people, big up to all of you. Thank you so much for finding time once again to be here with me on Chelsea Perspective. I am your host, Coachella, and I hope you're all doing well. Today, we have about three news items to address as quickly as possible. Get into the match review proper, preview proper. We will be previewing our home game later today against Aston Villa in the FA Cup, and then we'll do the lineup prediction. A prediction exercise. We enjoyed doing that quite well. It's been tough to correctly predict the manager's lineup, especially now that he will be rotating because the games are coming in quick and thick and fast. So, but that's by the way. I appreciate you all finding the time to join me again once again on the show. I do hope you're all doing well. Sit back, relax, and let's get into the show proper. Yes, people, once again, big up to all of you. I hope you're all doing well, and I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show this particular morning for the preview of Chelsea's home FA Cup game against Aston Villa, a high-flying Aston Villa. They've been brilliant, but that's how I like it. They beat us in the Premier League, but I think we'll beat them this time. Let's see. Patrick Jones, nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And Vic, nice to see you. You appreciate all the hard work you've seen Patrick put in there. In the in the comment section. Big up, Coach. I see you in a minute. I appreciate that, brother. I hope you're doing well. And big up, Coach. The breaking news that broke about Klopp leaving Liverpool, and one of the at the end of the season, Liverpool fans in the mud. You can say it like that because they like him so much, and it's achieved a lot for them. And how many years? I can't quite remember how long it's been. It's been the hairstyle. Something that comes to mind, in my opinion, is that we Chelsea Football Club, we do know how to ruin parties. And the FA Cup final for me is one of the sent forth parties for Jurgen Klopp, and I think we'll ruin it because we're pretty good at ruining parties as well. Let's see how that pans out soon. Nice to see you once again, DJ. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show, and this is thank you so much. I keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along with 15 likes already. Let's see if we can get it to 100 today. Yeah, hearts, blue hearts. Hassan, just if you want to use emojis, do not use more than 3 emojis. If you use more than 3, the machine that's policing the chat will delete your messages because it sees as a spam. Let's see. Big up to you too, JC. Nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And big up, Mitch, boy. I appreciate you. Thank you so much for finding the time to join the show. Chelsea, Mitchell Boy, the gist, the Scotch Punch. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Thank you so much. And you know what to do when you get a chance to share the link to your YouTube channel. Let's see what else we have here. JC, big up to you. Big up my fellow 2 AM guy. Nice to see you. I hope you're doing well. Potter to Liverpool. Nah, I think probably they have enough time to take their time to pick who will suit the sort of project they have there. I don't know how to define it, but you can say they have stability there. So it won't be easy to find you say there won't be shortage of managers willing to take that job. Military Madness Michi, that's another one. I haven't heard that. Poch for Liverpool, let's see, or maybe Potter, let's see what happens. I don't think Poch is leaving Chelsea at the end of the season. It would take a lot for that to happen. Let's see, just people having conversation there. And the blue, Tiff again, nice to see you, brother. Jay to the C up, of course. An opportunity for Potter. Poch. I don't think it's going to be Poch. You know that fully well. And big up to you to GFC. Gavin, nice to see you. Coach is leaving at the end of the season. GFC Gavin is leaving. But Gavin, big up, nice to see you. You know what to do. When I get to it, if I could just highlight it or speak about it so that people can go check it out. Alonso going to Liverpool. Maybe Xavi Alonso, he has connection there. And that's the link to GFC Gavin's YouTube channel. People go check it out. Let's help him grow. And hopefully we'll do a lot of collaborations in the future that will help his channel and Chelsea Perspective also grow. Big up to you too. I hope we keep the winning spirit high and crush Aston Villa tonight. We've been doing well and we're home, and we've been good at home of late. Hopefully that's a good sign. This is a huge shock in general for football fans. Definitely a Liverpool legend. Oh yeah, definitely. I think something might have happened, or maybe Klopp has an offer somewhere else that he wants to take. I'm not too sure what to make of the story. Alonso is not ready for Liverpool. That is just your opinion. Chances are the owners have looked at him and probably believe that he will. If they believe he can do it for them, they'd hire him without sentiment. Having a conversation. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes will go a long way. But the best recommendation would be Potter or Poch, and that's clearly reflects the fact. That's clearly reflective of the fact that you don't rate both managers. No two ways about it. Says, come on, Chelsea. I hate how Aston Villa changed their badge to look like ours. But I hate how shiny Chelsea's new badge. You could say the design on the jerseys. We haven't changed the design of our crest. It is still the same. And you could argue, although Aston Villa's crest is pretty basic, but if you flip around the lion, it doesn't differ too much from Chelsea's logo, unfortunately. Yeah, people, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. We need to start addressing the items we have lined up as soon as possible and get into the match preview immediately. All right. The first item here, which says breaking news: Liverpool have confirmed that Jurgen Klopp will step down from his role as manager at the end of the season. Klopp to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. I'm not sure how to interpret this. You can't now say he's fired, or maybe he's fired, but they respect him so much they don't want it to be you could say to be for him to leave the club on a bad note. But he hasn't. He's been good for them. Even this season, they're doing well. So I'm not sure how to see it. Maybe he wants to explore other opportunities, for lack of a better language. There, I'm not too sure what to make of it. And DJ saying here, "Happy birthday, Jose Mourinho, our greatest ever manager, 61 years old today." For me, I respect him. But we're not gonna. You can say, debate that. I have someone else is my preferred choice in terms of who's my favorite Chelsea manager ever. Yeah, Jose Mourinho deserves his flowers. I respect, in my opinion, until he wins Champions League with Chelsea Football Club. That's when I'll start seeing him as Chelsea's greatest ever managers. But he's still one of Chelsea's greatest ever managers. Klopp runs Liverpool technically, and is not the only one leaving. The sporting director will leave too. That's too much of a young coach like Alonso. That makes sense. So I don't know. Would you say, Vic? Let me ask you this question: would you say that something happened that has led to him and the sporting director leaving too? Because then leaving at the same time, it just doesn't make sense to say, yeah, they're just leaving because they want to leave. Not a Liverpool fan, but I am shocked. I never expected that to happen. That came out of nowhere. In all honesty, we can't just say, yeah, he just decided to leave, and the sporting director also is leaving. Let me read that again. Technically, he's not the only one leaving. The sporting director too is leaving. So you could argue that something isn't right. Something has happened behind the scenes, but it's not our business. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And quickly, I want to appeal to those of you who are watching, but for one reason or the other, you're not able to participate in the chat. Just know that, yeah, we do appreciate you. And that's because you watching alone does go a long way. But we want to quickly ask you for a favor, one tiny bitty favor, which is to take a second and drop a like for this on the stream for us. And that's because the likes do go a long way. Sorry, I forgot that my camera was still off. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And also do subscribe to the channel if you haven't. We're getting closer and closer to 20,000 subscribers. Hopefully that will happen for us as soon as possible there. Let's see, just give me a second here. I think YouTube, I saw a video on how to give away free memberships, but I have to go through again. I have to watch the videos to learn how to do it, because I want a lot of people to get that free membership there. Let's see what else we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. So we move on. For me, I'm going to say what I've said before. It's an opportunity for us to ruin a party. And if there's anything Chelsea the Chelsea players know how to do very well, is to ruin a party for opposition managers. So yeah, the Carabao Cup final is one of his you could say sent forth parties. So we have to ruin that for him. I'm just imagining Klopp leaving Liverpool after winning them another Premier League title this season. He can do it, and chances are people will let that happen. Liverpool also confirmed Jörg Schmachter, how do you pronounce it, tenure as sporting director will end after the January transfer window. Wow. A big up to you too, Phil. It's nice to see you. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Unfortunately, I don't think that will make a huge dent to Liverpool's playing style. Otherwise, we may have a change. Look at how we beat Middlesbrough. Yeah, let's see what happens there. On this day in 1997, Chelsea beat Liverpool 4-2 in the FA Cup. FA Cup, often regarded as one of Chelsea's best ever comebacks. Does anyone remember this game? What a comeback, Vieri and Mike Hughes. I can't quite remember that game, but I know you know the club's history very well, so I appreciate you for presenting that. Let's move on to the next item we have here. Let's go, people. Let's go. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 19 likes. We should be doing way better than that. Let's keep the likes going, people. Let's go. The second and final item of the day reads that is Simon Phillips quoting Ojogo or Oyogo. That sounds like a Portuguese outlet. So if it is Portuguese, I'm guessing it should be Oyogo and not Ojogo. I don't know. I'm not a language expert by any means. It means necessary of imagination, any stretch of imagination. It says Chelsea's top defensive target for the summer transfer window to replace Thiago Silva is Sporting CP's Ousmane Diomande, who has an 80 million euros release clause. Here's the thing: this report I don't like. I think we have players with who are actually, if you ask me, are better than him. I think for me, maybe I haven't watched him well enough. I'd say Benoit Badiashile is a better defender than he is. A more intelligent player, calmer on the ball, excellent passing range. I think we have Wesley Fofana, who's also good on the ball, excellent passing range, can also be aggressive. You could argue he can mature into an even better version of Thiago Silva, given that he can be aggressive, and being aggressive isn't part of Thiago Silva's overall game. So I don't know if it would make sense to pay 80 million euros for Diamande while we still have Thiago Silva. We still have Wesley Fofana, and I think he will come good. They will find a way to keep him fit. We have Wesley Fofana. We have even what's his name? Levi Colwell. That's an excellent player in him. And that is if you play him as a centre back. And then we have Benoit Badiashile. We still have Axel Disasi, and there are chances that what's his name remains at the club. Trevor Chalobah, because he's a good player. I think the owners they're trying to sell him because he pushed to leave the club last transfer window. But if the manager plays him and he does well, he stays. And if you don't believe me, you don't have to look too far. Just look at Marco Correa's case. And please, if you're in the chat, educate people not to use all caps. which is the reason a Nightbot deletes their messages and can actually time them out. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go along. Well, I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. So this particular report for me, I don't want us to spend money on a defender. Put it to add a little more money to it, get us an attacker or maybe a traditional 10. That will make a whole lot of difference. But let's start with a number 9. We need a player there. Chances are they already have a plan. Can Chelsea win? I'd say yes, we can win. But you can't script football. Hopefully, the manager will do his homework just as he did for the game against Middlesbrough, and we get a win. But we'll look at the numbers. We'll look at the numbers and see what they tell us. Whether the numbers suggest that we'll come up on top at the end of the day, we'll find out. But nice to see you here, Milos. Milos, please, because you're not a moderator, don't use all caps. Otherwise, the machine that is policing the chat they're called Nightbot will delete your message. Yes, it is a Portugal PT. Okay, PT outlet Jogo. Is it pronounced Jogo or Yogo? If it is pronounced Yogo, let me know that the second one is the correct pronunciation. Let's see. Now, Klopp is going to Bayern. It's the worst kept secret. Really? I've not been paying attention. Maybe I've been living under the rock, bro. Seriously, I have not been paying attention. No jokes right there. We have 44 people watching. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people, and 41 of those people on YouTube. So why do we have just 21 likes? We should be doing way better than that, people. And by the way, that's my bro on the screen there, the blue Tiffle game. Nice to see you, brother. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And this is great. You just jinxed it. Every time I want to use the soundboard for you, it won't work. But much love to you. Let's say hello to each other before we start the fight, right? So I'll take that. At least we're not getting Duran Broja States Gallagher to I think Gallagher States at least beyond January. Chelsea 4, Aston Villa 1. Let's see, Osimhen Diamonde, I don't like him. We have options rather than to fork out 80 million euros for unproven talent. We are talking of a key defender here, and maybe chances are it's just rumors at this point. And then I'm inclined to believe those are all rumors. My fellow 2 a.m. guy, Jay, nice to see you. This doesn't make our match against them. It does make it a bit tougher, and then also it makes it something that we like to do. We like to ruin the party for our opponents. The players will give everything to give Klopp a big farewell, and that's where we perform. We like to ruin parties. I think we will ruin it for them. I strongly believe that would be the case. We got Coach, good to be back. Joshua Dan, I hope you've been well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And my bro, DJ, welcome to the panel. I appreciate you finding the time to join. I'm glad to see that you have time to be with us today, and I sincerely do appreciate that. And quickly, I want to change the poll to thanking for likes because it does work. Who will win today? 12% thinks Aston Villa will win, and 88% thinks Chelsea will win, and that's 33 votes in total. So I'm going to end that. DJ, coming to you, brother. I appreciate you. I hope you're well. Is it pronounced Yogo or Yogo?
What's that? The outlet. Sorry, big up to you, Coach. It's Yogo.
Yeah, the
Jogo.
outlets, yeah.
Yeah, Jogo.
Jogo, okay.
Jogo,
okay.
Yeah.
Let me start you with this, DJ. I know you've heard me talk about that. We do know how to ruin parties for opposition managers. For instance, when Pochettino was the manager of Tottenham, we made sure he didn't win the league. When it was what's his name? Former Arsenal manager Arsene Wenger's 1,000 game, we ruined it for him. To name a few, I think for me, this is a golden opportunity for us to repeat that. I don't think he wins that. I think our players will know that. If I were Mauricio Pochettino, I would use that in my speech and let them know, look, we're not going to be the ones. They can't dump on us and leave. Because it would be the third cup competition in a row final. If he gets to win it, then it would be 3 cup competitions and domestic cup competitions that he's beaten us to. Let's hear you. What do you think happens, given the fact that would be his last cup competition, maybe for Liverpool?
Yeah, listen, Kachila, I get what you're saying, brother, and it's what you're saying is complete logic to what you're saying. And yes, that would be the actual thing to say, yeah, we can go and ruin the party and be the party people as we always are. However,
Mhm.
what you've got to take into consideration is who we're actually playing against. And, you know, I said it before, I can't stand Liverpool. The only thing I've liked about Liverpool is their manager. That's it. Other than that, I can't stand them in general. I can't stand the team.
Mhm.
The fan base is just their fan base is just so petulant and the way they come across so arrogant as well. I mean, nothing would please me more than for us to be the ones to ruin Klopp's obviously his last cup competition within this tournament. However, we also
Mhm.
know that the players all love Klopp at Liverpool and they'll do everything in their power. Let's be real here, Kuchilla. This news was apparently apparently Klopp told the club this in November that he was leaving the football club last year. So the players would have been
So they
fully
were probably
aware.
trying to convince him to stay.
Well, probably either that, or they were fully aware of the situation. And these players, we all know all these players at Liverpool. As I said, you know, they will literally more or less die for this manager. Yeah, they all love the manager, and you know, they'll give us a tough time, and they'll try to make sure. Let's be real here. They're in all four competitions. If you add the Premiership to that, they're still in the FA Cup. They're in this competition. They're still in the Europa Cup as well. They're on the go. I mean, they're sure. I'm sure they want to send Klopp off. For his lovely journey on from the football club of all four trophies in his name. So it's not going to be as easy as we think. But however, yes, you know, we have got that chance to go and break. Because let's be real here, Poch hasn't won a trophy either. So our players will probably want to go all out for him and also win a trophy. So yeah, it works both ways, but it won't be as easy as you may think. You've got to remember who we're still playing up against. We're playing up against a Jurgen Klopp Liverpool team who is a winning machine. And they are, you know,
Mhm.
when he's got them on song, we all know what they're all about. They're one of the best teams around in the league. They've been doing that for years since Klopp's been there. So we can't take this game as a yes, it's going to be a what do you call it, victory, because they will make it tough.
Yeah, the fact that this will be his last season, he would want to win everything. Um, yes, then let's see what happens here. I think for me, that's how I like to see it. It makes it an even more even you can say it will be it's more than a final right now. We would want to win it, and we would want to ruin the party for him. And I want us to ruin it for him, in my opinion. But DJ, always nice to have you on the panel. I hope you still have time to stay with us.
Yeah,
He said if you are welcome, big up. Sorry.
yeah, I can, bro. I'm off today, so it's cool. It's all good.
Woo!
It's all good.
Jay is off today. So the fight is on the panel. He's not going to stay in the chat and be calling me Pochettino today. You're in trouble.
I can call you. You know, I can actually call you Pochettino while I got you on the stream now, bro. So we're talking like this now. So I can still say Pochettino.
Let's iron it out, right? We got Coach Klopp leaving, and we have a chance. But he's going to play that game before he leaves. Yeah. Let's see Javier. But Rich Money Makers, nice to see you, Coach. Some reports are just clickbait reports. I don't know why our fans overreact, get angry about these reports, almost similar to Duran and Dybala. Yeah, I don't believe this because it just doesn't make sense for us to spend. Wouldn't make sense for us to spend the 80 million euros on a young defender, and we have too many young defenders already. It's not like he's that mature, or he will bring that leadership that we will miss if Thiago Silva leaves. So let's see what else we have here. If Poch had any sense, he would put in a cheeky beat for Trent Alexander-Arnold. Can you imagine? I think Klopp is experienced enough that he'd know immediately that it's just a mind game. So we're not really interested in signing Trent because we have Rhys James. But I would do it anyway because at least it would get them talking, which could be a good distraction. Marina screwed up the Allison deal. Maybe we could get a summer redemption and go back in for him. Look at you coming up with a lot of things you think we should do to unsettle them. Nothing wrong with the fan base. We have high standards. That's another way to see it. But in terms of believing everything we see, that's not high standards. In my opinion, stop travel. Yeah, stop club. I agree. I like the hashtag, particular hashtag there. Big up Kuchila, Michael New, nice to see you. And Jesus, I appreciate you joining the show. Be mindful of your language. Yep, but I don't think anybody have used anything bad here. But Chicos, nice to see you. Regarding the League Cup final, everyone is hoping for us to fail, including some of our fans. Yeah, shockingly, because of our form for the past month. But football isn't played on the on the mouth. It's played on Twitter. We will see. I think I agree with you. Good morning to you, to Chicos, and nice to see you. I wouldn't recommend a trend. Both Gusto and Reasons are better. That's because they're good, excellent offensively and defensively too. So we'll have the better player. But I understand what you were saying there, just for the sake of it, just to get them talking. This season is going to be a sweet for us. Yeah, I believe that. Let's hope we haven't. Petrovic is coming to high levels. I think another good scouting gem. Yeah. He's done really well, and he's just a kid. And goalkeepers get better with age. The age like fine wine. Any update in transfer coach? Nothing too much out there except what we have on the screen. Let's see how you now, DJ Diamonde. Do you think we should be spending 80 million euros on him? For me, I don't think it makes sense. We have enough defenders actually. If anything, we shouldn't be in a rush to sign a new defender. Let's add a little bit of money to that and go for a striker, and which is, you can say, a main issue. But let's hear you, DJ.
No, listen, Kachili, you've hit the nail right on the head there, bro. I don't think we should go and fork out that kind of money. First of all, I just say big up to Makeem, by the way. He said hello to me on the panel. I know him pretty well from Nee's stream, so big up to him, by the way. But going back to the
Phil?
Nee, you know Makeem. He said big up coach. And
I know Makeem. Yeah, I know Makeem very well.
Yeah, I just want to say big up. I just want to say big up to him because I know him pretty well because I chat to him on other streams.
He's
I know
a super Chelsea fan. Everyone is supporting the club.
He is 100%. He is, and big up to him and everyone obviously in the comments as well. But yeah, listen, going back to what you were just saying, I agree 100%, mate. 80 million on a centre back. Nah. You know, you're going to put that kind of money down. You know, you might as well put that extra money on top of that and just go and get an attacker, which we want to go and do, which is Victor Osimhen. I would bring him in the summer for me personally because that's what we need. You know, like you said, we got a lot of defenders there, and we still got Chalobah at the football club. I think people are forgetting about him slowly. He's still there. I know people are saying he could be sold in the summer or maybe even sold this January, but he's still there. While, you know, obviously we got all our centre backs that we've got there currently, but yeah, for me, 100%, I wouldn't go and fork out. I mean, if you want to buy this guy in, by all means, bring him in, but don't go and fork out 80 million on him. I'll probably say less than that. He's a good defender. I mean, I've seen what I've seen of him for Sporting. He does look the business, and he's away for the African Cup of Nations at the moment as well, playing for his country. He's looking pretty good in that as well. So, look, you know, for me, you know, he's not worth 80 million. And if you're going to get him in, I think we can get him lower than that.
He has a release clause. Do you think the Sporting will allow us
to know what, bro?
Anything less than that? Go ahead.
He's a release clause. I get that, but you know there are ways of getting. I mean, there are ways around it. I mean, there's some plays that we can obviously offload and get him as part of the deal as well. If there's plays that we need to offload and get him as part of a cheaper deal, I guess that's the only one way of doing it. But for one thing, I wouldn't say is as much as I rate him, I think he's a good defender and how well he's done for Sporting. He's not worth 80 million for me. So it would just be like all our money more or less used in this in the summer transfer window.
Yeah, we need to spend strategically and not just go get another young defender. You're not sure how he's going to do in the Premier League. We need a striker, and that should be our priority. We have what Arthur Gilchrist is doing well. He can play the centre back or two. We have the one that's on loan, who's excellent on the ball too. But in terms of if we're looking for Thiago Silva's replacement, we have them. Badia Schiller can be that guy, given his footballing IQ. Even Levi Cowell is also good. Phil, I'll come to you in a bit to get your thoughts with a minute or two on what you make of our reported interest on Diamonde, whether we should pay that much money for him. Even we shouldn't be considering signing another centre back, in my opinion. Chalobah not playing because he's been injured, and but we've been told that he's training right now. James is injured or permanently. Let's see. I think Poch is trying to get our new players mentally ready to win trophies, and I think we've made a lot of progress. I get it with Chelsea, and we demand a lot from our teams, but sometimes we demand too much and expect too much of them that it clouds our judgment so much that we're not even able to recognize when we're making progress. Chelsea for life. Let's see what else we have here. I agree with you. Let's see. I think This news will wake up the Chelsea board, who is the name of a panel member, DJ. Okay, pick up to him, and does he have a channel? Not yet, but I think one will happen someday. When, I don't know. DJ, only DJ knows, but he's almost always available to speak about Chelsea Football Club. He loves the club so much and knows the club so much and knows football overall. But more importantly, he likes to talk about Chelsea. How do you know he will stay fit when he comes back? Most of his career with Chelsea's been recovering from injury. He's still young. That is very common with young players. As they mature, again, at some point they start getting injured often. Look at Ian Robben. Look at Christian Pulisic right now. I get the argument people say because he's playing in a less demanding league. There's no such thing. Look at Ian Robben, Christian Pulisic. There are other players who at a stage in there again as they mature, as they become older, they overcome the recurring injury. And you don't want to lose such a player and look back and regret and ask yourself why you sold him in the first place. Keep dropping the lights on the stream, people. Yeah, that's his thing. That's his ID. So we know. So Wesley Fofana and the Rich James, they are only good for parts. Wow. Why every day you're getting closer and closer to the eighth place, and I can see you sweating because the heat is really high. Breaking news: CFC women just signed a striker from Levante. Is that Mayra Ramirez on a long-term deal? What's happening with that male team? I think we get into sort of player we want to. I'm not in a rush, really. Chelsea will beat Aston Villa. I want to see that happen. I think again that they are both good. Please, what they need is long breaker to recover fully. Yeah, but don't rush them back. Let's see what else we have. Yeah, keep dropping the likes on the stream. Any day I say Chelsea gonna win, believe me, they are gonna win. And now Chelsea gonna win Villa. I will remember that. So, Phil, let's hear you. Your thoughts on reported Chelsea's interest on Ousmane Diamondi with a minute or two, so we can move on quickly to the match preview and then the lineup prediction exercise. Let's hear you, Phil.
Big up, coach. Big up
big
the
up
panel.
to you too.
Up,
thank you for always finding the time to join us.
And big up to everyone in the comment section. Basically, with this information, I don't think there is any news here. I've already told you before, coach, that people are always looking for news and they're always looking for any clickbait that they put on the internet, so long it's linked with Chelsea, because they know once someone sees something related to Chelsea, they're going to go and click, or they're going to report on some of this stuff. But personally, I don't think we're going to buy any other defender right now, because we have a lot of defenders already. Mind you, we have players like Gilchrist, we have players like Humphries who are still on loan. We even have players like Chaloba, players like Fofana who are yet to come back from injury. We have players like Badiashile, we have Disasi. So just the quality of defenders we have is too much. So you tell me that with all these defenders that we have brought in just a space of less than 2 years, want to bring another defender as well, who is going to add to that pile of defenders that we have. That's the main problem that I have with that, because at the end of the day, we'll end up with a bloated squad as well, almost like what we had last season. And that's not going to help us anyway, because it's going to bring a lot of problems. With Poch already, he wants to work with fewer players. The players that he has right now, they're almost like too much. So now bringing another defender, I don't think that's actually proper. It's just like some clickbait news which people are just saying.
Yeah, I agree with you. I think it just doesn't make any sort of sense. For instance, I hated the fact that we were linked with a move for Duran, who's 20 and hasn't actually played that much at Aston Villa, and hasn't actually scored. He hasn't scored good enough goals. He comes across as a good player, but beyond that, we shouldn't be signing him. Maybe they were just trying to exploit the fact that he wasn't happy at Villa and was trying to send him a loan or something. So that was why I didn't make too much fuss over that. But my concern was that if we were signing him to join the first team, then that's a huge mistake in my opinion. I thought Rangers was signed their Monday. I don't know. Maybe I've been living under the rock. Maybe, apparently, maybe. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Let's get the likes up. Let's see if we can get it. Again, a good number of likes by the time the show ends. Happy to be here again, and Tapiwa Tenaro, nice to see you. It's been a while. I hope you're doing well. Running to Humble Villa tonight. That's what I want to see. Yeah, we're capable of doing that. Let's see anything else. Chelsea need a striker to complete attacking force and another defender, in my opinion. Big up to you too. Big up to the other member panel and all the legends in the house. Nice to see you. Thank you so much for saying that. Coach, please complete the following phrase: availability is the best ability. Now you're going to judge me with that, right? Just go away. We need that experienced striker, no more toddlers. Wow. Let's see. Big up, Coach Asante Mono's my bro. That's Santiago Mono. Nice to see you, bro. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. Interested in Callum Wilson. I've seen that. And when it was Callum Wilson and Jean Duran, I'd say straight up, go for Callum Wilson. I get it, he's 31, but what we need is experience to help the younger ones. I would take Klopp in the summer. Do I think Chelsea will go for him? I'd say no. Everything comes down to how well Pochettino does, and I think he would do well enough that the owners will look at it and say, yeah, we had issues, and look at how well he's done, considering the circumstances, the issues we had. We don't want Wilson. I want Wilson. I'd rather Wilson than John. We've scored and Wilson will be a short-term solution. If we're really interested in signing the likes of Osimhen in the summer, then get Callum Wilson now, get him on a 2-year deal or a year deal. It doesn't matter if we have him and have Osimhen at the same time. Osimhen cannot play every game. We scored 4 goals or more 4 times this season. A striker is needed, and even at that, if you look at it, even at that, even scoring 4 goals or more 4 times this season, we could have scored even there are games where we could have scored 6, 8. Yeah, so we need a striker. A striker is needed, but our problems are down to basic coaching. I still disagree. Maybe the problems we have is too much, not just in terms of goal scoring and all that. That's because we have all the apparent issues if you've been paying attention. But I understand where you're coming from. I think it's better to go back to Giroud than Wilson. No, I don't think it will make sense to try to bring Giroud back. Klopp is tired, maybe, and something that the Beautiful Game said in the chat already, maybe he's going to Bayern. Yeah. So I wouldn't say he's tired. He tires out his players, but him, no. He's, yeah, I'm not sure what to say. Giroud, that is an AC Milan. I don't think he comes back to Chelsea, and it wouldn't make sense to try to bring him back. Keep dropping the like on the stream, people. If you're watching, please, at the bottom right, you'll see the emoji tab. Bring it up and keep tapping one of the emojis. In the pane, you have a heart emoji. You have the, what should I call this, flowers, and 100% smiling emoji. Keep tapping them. 28 likes. We can do much better than that, people. Let's keep it going. Respect to Giroud. I respect him, but I don't think we should bring him back. Let's move on to the next item we have lined up, people. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. Give me 1 second here. Let's go. Item: Mauricio Pochettino hopes to sign a Victor Osimhen in the summer. That's according to Jacob Steinberg. Let's hear you, DJ. Do you trust Jacob Steinberg? Do you trust him when he says we hope that Pochettino hopes to sign Victor Osimhen in the summer? What do you make of the statement? Hopes to sign Victor Osimhen in the summer. If this is true, this comes across as if we're already speaking with his camp. But let's hear you, DJ.
Yeah, listen, I think on this one, Kuchil, I think I would say if it was just Jacob, I mean, he's one of the reliable ones out there. But what I will say is he's supposed to be up there with one of the tier 1 journalists up there. And let's be real here. He's not the only one that's been reporting this. I think you've got to look at, you've also got to look at Fabrizio Romano's also come out and said something like this. You've heard who's the other guy? Simon. I think Simon Phillips has obviously said that, and there's others as well in the community that have been saying it. So there must be some truth in it, that we want to get him in the summer. Whether we get him in the summer is another thing. Yeah, we cannot. We all want to go for players that we want, and we want them to sign for Chelsea. It's whether we get them in the summer is the main thing. And as well, and I know Victor Osimhen has come out. He had a little chat the other day. I think he's been talking about, yes, he would love to come and play in the Premiership one day. Apparently, he did an interview that that his club were not fully aware of. They were not aware of that interview that he done, where he more or less said that, one day he would like to come and play in the Premiership. It's a great league. After the talks with Didier Drogba, apparently this has all been coming out. So listen, I wanted Victor Osimhen. I said this before when we were looking at attackers in the summer. I said, I hope he'd be one player that I'd love to see. And I thought he was at one point going to come, especially after we signed Jackson. They said they were going to sign an experienced striker to come in. And I thought it was always going to be him. But that was never the case. So there's no doubt about it. There is no doubt that the club definitely want him. It seems like Poch wants him as well. I hope we go all out and get him. And I think he'll be an excellent signing for us. I don't think this is all paper trash talk or to make headlines. I think
something is definitely going on.
Yeah, definitely. This is one that's definitely going to happen. It's definitely going to happen it's definitely going to, I think, happen. Well, one thing or another is Victor Osimhen is definitely going to be moving in the summer. But whether it's Chelsea or any other club, I don't know. But obviously, we hope it's Chelsea because the strong links are that, it is the Premiership that he wants to come to.
It's hard to say what's going on, really. For him to have said openly that he's decided where to go at the end of the season, and the fact that we're hearing a lot of stuff from some, you could say, reputable sources, then that sounds as if what comes across, some stuff that come across as if we're already talking with his camp. We'll find out. But all I know is that we'll sign a top-level striker. Whether that ends up being Osimhen, I don't know, really. But hopefully the same if the manager wants him, going back what we've heard, that they're saying the manager wants. But we've also heard that the manager wanted Lautaro Martinez, he wanted Dusan Vlahovic. Other strikers have been mentioned. Let's see. Why is Klopp leaving? I don't know, and that's the least of my business. I just want us to ruin one of his pattern. You can say pattern parties. You could call it a send forth parties. And what does that mean between now and the summer? That he would want to win everything. But just nice to see. I hope you're doing well. Callum Wilson or Dominic Solanke would be decent options. So both have Premier League experience. Solanke, it depends. He hasn't performed consistently. I think this will be actually his best season so far for his current club. I usually mix it up. Is it not Burnley, really? Bournemouth. So maybe that's the start of him being one of the best strikers in the Premier League. Maybe we should try signing back if it's that good. But you never know. Let's see, Coach Das Steinberg tapping. You should be proud. Should I? Klopp is leaving because it's a very tough job to be a coach in the EPL. The pressure they have to go through to be on top is unimaginable. He needs some relief. That is just you assuming that's the case. Klopp said the same thing when he was at Dortmund, and 3 months later he was at Liverpool. He's going to Bayern Munich or maybe some other club. He's leaving. Yeah, chance. I wouldn't, you can say, discount him joining Real Madrid. It's a possibility because he's a top coach. But keep dropping the likes and assume people, the likes do go a long way. Phil, let's hear you. What do you make of the Osimhen rumors?
Basically, I think the Osimhen issue, we have talked about it a couple of times here. Obviously, Steinberg is one of the reliable reporters, but at times these guys, they don't have anything to report, so they end up just having to find out something to just say in order for them to, to just get a bit of clicks. Because I feel like everyone already knows now that Osimhen is going to leave Napoli. And it's not a secret. He has said that a couple of times, and with the interviews he has been doing, it seems like he's not too content with what's happening at Napoli. Hence, he's saying some of these things in interviews because he's still going to leave anyway. And with the fact that we have been linked with him as well, everyone has to go ahead and say, obviously, he has to come to Chelsea because we have been linked with him. But if he comes, I'll be very happy because I think he's one of the elite strikers there that we can actually rely on to actually give us some goals consistently, because he has proved that in many leagues. And we can actually see that, with him actually being available, it can actually mean a lot to some of our strikers right now and our forwards, because we don't have that specific person we can mostly rely on right now, that the person is going to score for us consistently. The person is going to header for us some nice goals. So it's been a bit difficult, but if he comes, I'll be happy. But I think, like with all these rumors, these are things we've talked about before, and at the moment there isn't anything else people have to say that we don't yet already know.
Yeah, thank you so much. I'm trying to figure out something here. If anybody see a YouTube video on how to do that, please send it to me. I saw something, YouTube sent me an email that I can actually give membership, free membership to some people for a month or so. Just a way to show them what they can benefit for becoming members. Let's see, but thank you for this, Phil. Yep, I remember that too. I don't care if Klopp leaves. And that, by the way, that CFC jingle, my bro Jude is in the house. Appreciate you finding the time to join us, brother. I hope you're doing well. And this is for you. But sorry, it looks like Bluetooth again has broken the soundboard. Oh, it works. But when I wanted to use it for him, it didn't work. But nice to see you, Jude. I hope you're doing well. I appreciate you finding the time to join the show. And if you're following the show, please go check out CFC Jingles. Let's help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. He deserves that. I know he's a busy man, but we have to encourage him to do more. And the more Chelsea content creators we have, the more we have the opportunity we have to grow our fan base. That's why we're selfless here. We're as a family. He will share the link to his YouTube channel once he gets a chance. I don't care if Klopp leaves, as long as Mourinho is not the replacement. Pep is who I like to see leave, so we can win more easily. Look at you. All right, if Poch is fired in the summer, would you bring Jose back? Not up to me, but I don't think the owners will be able to work with Jose Mourinho. It won't work, except if they decide to bring him in a short time, just to help them get the club at the level where they believe it should be. But at the same time, they'd be fully aware that he can cause an issue. Now bringing Mourinho back could lead to them abandoning, you could say, the core of their project and change things around. That it will be difficult to take a corrective, you could say, to take a corrective course, if that makes sense. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes that do go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let's see what else we have here. After the job Alonso has done it by Leverkusen, he's a surefire replacement for Klopp. Imagine if he wins the Bundesliga, and chances are they've taken their time to look at it and say, yeah, probably he can do a good job then. But I'm quite sure that Real Madrid are also probably keeping tabs on Alonso's performance with Bayer Leverkusen. So it won't be easy for Liverpool either. And you could argue Alonso more of a Real Madrid guy than he is a Liverpool guy, in my opinion. I just don't know what's going to happen. But we'll find out. Let's see. Klopp has seen a future of Cicero defeat. A smart coach, maybe Peter Pan. Ouch. I see where you're going with that. Sami Telecom Nigeria had a coach. I heard the news of Klopp leaving Liverpool. Kindly confirm it and what it is. I think, yeah, the cost, I don't know. But I think it is the truth. Afternoon to you too. The Normality channel with O'Reilly. Nice to see you, brother. I hope you're doing well. Afternoon. It's a Chelsea thing weekend. Tonight is the men's and tomorrow the women's team. Nice to have you here, brother. I hope you're doing well, or sister, because I'm not sure which of them you are. So apologies if I called you the wrong gender. But that's by the way. Let's hear you. We get into the match preview proper. I want to hear from you, a DJ. Are you looking forward to this one? Do you think we can beat Liverpool? Do you Aston Villa, do you think they will beat us? What do you think will happen? Whatever you believe will happen, let us know why you think that's the case.
Sorry, Coach. Yeah, listen, I can't see why we can't beat Aston Villa. I think we're on a very good run at the moment. I think we're undefeated in 9 games at the moment, which is quite a good run at the moment ongoing. So I can't see why.
Specifically at home, right?
Yeah, specifically at home. Yeah, in 9 matches we've been undefeated. So I can't see why we can't do the job of Aston Villa. Listen, I'm not going to say here Aston Villa are going to be an easy walkover because they're not compared to Middlesbrough. Obviously because we trounced Middlesbrough, but as you know, in a week. But Aston Villa are going to be a completely different machine altogether, especially under the manager they got. We know what kind of football he likes to play, Emery. So he's going to make it difficult. It's going to be I think it's going to be a game of tactical coaching tonight between the 2 coaches. And I think whoever comes out on top of that tactical coaching, I think it won't be. I wouldn't say it'll be a game that's going to be full of goals, but I think it'll be a game that will end probably by a goal by someone either getting 2 or maybe by 1 goal, because it's going to be like a kind of match tonight. But yeah, being at home advantage and the way we've been playing of late, and if Poch, and so I keep saying this again and reiterate it all the time, if he plays how he played against Middlesbrough, playing the plays in their right positions, plays that are on form, you play that same team, okay, and you go and try and get a victory. If you're going to start chopping and changing things again, going back to we all know the old Poch way of doing things, then there's no way we're going to get this win tonight. Villa then will have us tonight. So we've got to go in this game. Obviously, the players are going to be obviously up for this game. It's the FA Cup, and I don't see why we can't beat them tonight, mate. But it's going to be a tough game. But like I said, it'll be a scrap game tonight because both coaches will be tactically out coaching each other, and it will probably end up as a 1 or 2 goal deficit for me.
Yeah, it could go either way. It's the sort of game that if there are goals, there will be a lot. If the Aaron goes, it will be like won by a goal or 2. Because Aston Villa, if you score first, they go crazy. They're capable of doing that. But the manager is an excellent tactician. You never know how he's going to approach the game. He has a way of playing the defensive, making a defensive approach look as if but it's an offensive one. Yeah, he's one of those underrated managers that can spring up surprises. And Chelsea Blue 1905, Poch likes playing players opposition. One day you will see him play Osimhen at the back as a defender. Oh, wow.
Oh, my God.
I'll come to you in a bit, Phils. The Watkins goal was an error. If we cut out the silly mistakes, this game will be a formality. Emery still wants a revenge of a Europa League slapping we gave him. Yeah, a lot of goals. That didn't actually look as if it was a final. Was it 3? They scored 1. Iwobi scored 1. A consolation goal for them, I recall. I don't think Aston Villa will put out a strong team tonight. I think they will. But if you don't, let's see. We'll find out in a few hours. But let's say you feel like you're looking forward to this one. Do you think we'll beat them? Do you think they will beat us? Whatever you believe will happen, let's hear you.
Personally, for me, I think we have a greater probability of beating them, because if you have noticed, Villa, they are not usually good when it comes to playing away, especially versus a strong team. You check their away record versus strong teams, they've lost almost all their games. They normally win, let's say, with smaller teams, and usually they play a bit, how do I say, like a bit too reckless when it comes to playing away, because they don't usually know how to actually play. But with this game, I think we're going to beat them, but I think we're going to concede, but we're going to outscore them, as well as defend, I think, a bit better than them, because we actually have a better midfield compared to what they have right now. So I think that's going to play a part in us winning the game as well. And I also agree with Richmond. I don't think they're going to put their strongest team, because they still have a lot of games.
Can you elaborate? Why do you guys think will be the case? That will be the case?
They're still in the European competition, and also
okay, so definitely they need to rotate.
they need to rotate, and as well they need to maybe play some of their stronger players in the Premier League, mostly because they want to finish, I think, in the top 4. So they will probably rotate and play some other players. But those same other players they are going to play, they are not going to be as easy as, let's say, for example, Middlesbrough. They're going to be good players as well, but we still need to actually bring our strongest team. But we still need to rotate because we have a game next week on Wednesday as well versus Liverpool.
Yeah, the games are coming in thick and fast right now. So we do need to rotate too. But go ahead with what you're saying.
Yeah, I just wanted to say we probably win maybe 2-1 or 3-1. That's my prediction.
All right, let's catch up with what we have lined up here. Then we'll come back in the chat and continue with the match preview. I don't think Aston Villa will put out the strong side. I think we've addressed that one there. Who is going to be the referee? Is it that Baldo again? The referee is Robert. Is that Jones? Robert Jones. I don't even know him. Really, I have to let you know. Let's see what else we have. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. And fellow to him, guy Chilwell. Not start at all today. I think he starts. Chilwell might not feature at all. I think he will start just to follow up his performance last time and get more match. You can say fitness. I don't know if that's going to happen. I think put Mudryk in the starting 11. That is, if Aston Villa play a very high line like they usually do on occasions, they don't do that every time. Sometimes you see them. Defend deep. Sometimes you see them are more offensive. I think it comes down to the opponent. And against us, chances are they will soak up the pressure from us and hit us on the break. I think put Mudryk on the starting lineup. Let's see what the manager does. Wasn't it the Baldo who gave a red card to Gusto? But I have to say, Poch is almost never able to make adjustments to plans during mid-game. So Tuchel could win with a 10. Poch won't. Really? Okay, let's see. After mauling the Borough apart, we could easily win this. Here's the thing. I don't like you could say trying to predict the outcome of the next game given how we play in a particular game. I like to take and consider other factors such as numbers and everything. And the fact that, we have a very a young and inexperienced side. Anything can happen, but we're capable of winning the game anyway. But one wrong choice, and that could be the end of the FA Cup adventure for the season. Yeah, but we have a chance to win the double. Fab's tweet, what did he say? Anything? What did he say? What did he say? You can't just come and tell us this. The beautiful game, but let me check. You could actually share it with me. You know what? I don't like you. What kind of a bro are you? How does this guy break the soundboard? Just perspective, I have just posted on your community about the CFC watch along if you have time. Okay, spread. Okay, I will. I will try to do that for you, brother. I hope I don't forget. What do you think about Liverpool's win against Fulham? Tight. It was a really, really close game. It wasn't that easy. It was tight, in my opinion. But let's see what else we have. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. I think the Chelsea players will stay. Will start playing better to try to convince Poch to pick one of them to play in the final, and that's because we have a lot of players. I freaking hate you. You know you're going to that place. Oh my gosh. We are really shameless. We have just 36 likes and we've had 40 plus 50 plus people watching. Come on, people, get the likes up. Keep dropping the likes on the stream if you haven't. Sincerely do appreciate you all. I'm not going to do your job for you, Lindsay Pochettino. Just looking up for a tap in and you just go. I love you too, bro, but at the same time, I hate you. I have to say it. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go along. We appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Let me check for Fabrizio Romano and see what the tweet says there. Whether there's anything important to talk about before we get into the match preview proper. Okay, there you go, Pochettino here. This says, I can't stop laughing. Okay, so breaking news. Jurgen Klopp has decided to leave Liverpool at the end of the season. He decided to leave. Okay, that's as clear as it can be. Anything else here? Anything important here for Chelsea? Marshall with John West Brom. I'm not seeing anything that's Chelsea related here. Can you rule out becoming new Liverpool manager next season? Xabi Alonso. Oh, honestly, I don't have a direct answer. I am happy here right now. Ooh, that's Connie. I'm happy here right now for sure. And only thinking about Leverkusen. Wow. Reports of Karim Benzema back to Real Madrid are fake. It's fake news. Okay, that's because we're interested in signing. But that Alonso one, it's interesting. His response on Liverpool speculation is normal. My focus is here. I am very happy on Leverkusen. He will never tell you, yeah, he'll be leaving Leverkusen now. Big surprise in Liverpool, of course, for what Jurgen did there. Liverpool, I have a great respect and admiration for him. Yeah, on his future, the board tells me to forget about leaving. They are happy with me. So if he does well, chances are they sign good players for him because, yeah, they'll be one of the big boys now. You never know. So, but I get it. A good tweet there. So chances are he could become the Liverpool manager. CFC Jangles have shared the link. Bro, you're an OG here. You should say, let me help you. You should say, please go and check out and subscribe to my YouTube channel. What if I don't read it? Well, you're my bro, of course I have to read it. This says he shared the links to his YouTube channel from Captain Legendary to the Bluetooth again, the normal channel with O'Reilly. All of you in the chat, please go check out CFC Jingles. Let's subscribe and help him get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. But we need to do more. Reach money makers. All of you, please go check out CFC Jingles to subscribe. Let's have the brother get to 1,000 subscribers as soon as possible. We need to do more. Maybe some live shows. Move some of the live shows to your channel if you can have time to help you grow because you know football very well. And I want to do that. I want to help you get there. The community want to help you get there. We're winning today. Posh should start you well and Lepa. I think he starts. Let's see what we have here. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes to go a long way. I think Kane is destined to never win a trophy. Maybe the curse is real. That's seriously hilarious. That's a that argument does make sense, or that statement does make sense, and that's because he has he hasn't. You can say he went to Bayern, and now they're struggling to actually win the league, but I think they will still win it. I think Leverkusen will falter, and that's because they don't have that depth. I'm not sure how else to say it. I don't think they have that depth to win the Premier League, the Bundesliga, but we'll see. But they're looking strong. They have the spirit, they have the togetherness, but I still think Bayern will come back and win it again. Watch along, coach. I really want to do that, but let's see. I'll try because it's usually enjoyable. I'll try for us to do that. Watch put Cowell at left back for another mistake against Aston Villa. He shouldn't do that. If he does that, probably for a reason. Maybe because he wants Chilwell, but Chilwell needs to play consistently to be ready. You can say he's played twice now. I play him more. Sorry, coach. I typed a message with the link, but I didn't know why the message did not follow the link. Thanks for the shout out. You don't have to thank me. I want us to do more together so that your channel can get where it needs to be. And the Chelsea mentioned, nice to see you. And the Bluetooth again, you see, if you're watching, when I use the soundboard for someone else, it works. But for you, it just refuses to work. That's because it doesn't like you. You should know that. Okay, let's get into the match. The match preview proper. I don't know, Phil, were you going to say something?
No, currently no.
I think you've spoken, but were you going to say anything else? Just go ahead. Are you there, Phil?
Yeah, I'm here. I don't have anything else to say.
Okay. Let's get into the match preview proper. As usual, we're gonna vote, and of course, I'll pick my club to win. You know that already. So let's go with Chelsea. But 55%. That's not usually it's up to 70%. Depends on the club. But people know Aston Villa. They've been excellent this season in the cup games and also in the Premier League. Look where they are on the table. In the table. So 55% thinks that Chelsea will win, 30% thinks it ends in a draw, and 32% thinks Aston Villa will win. And here's the thing: when Chelsea's percentage chances of winning isn't up to 60-70%, we usually win. I'm usually concerned when the winning percentage is up to 60-70, then that's when I fear Charity FC will do its thing. Because it's well and truly in existence. Believe it or not, keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. The likes do go a long way. So we've voted now. Anything else to look at here? It says, okay, just saying hi to Chelsea Mitchell Boy. After reading Jose Mourinho's book, he says that the players' mentality got stronger when they got past the semi-finals in the League Cup and got the players ready for the finals. Yeah. Maybe because we had to overcome a goal deficit. Maybe that will lead to the players having a stronger mentality. Please, can we build up to Brighton versus Chelsea and the women's ahead of tomorrow's game? It depends on how soon we get done with this one. It depends on how. And I don't know the women's team well. Shame on me. I want to learn more about them. And we need. I'm looking actually if I can find any host. We had, but I think her studies probably hasn't have not allowed her the time to be on here to cover the women's game. I forgot her name again. My sister actually. Phil, just people saying hi. This says no, coach. Your soundboard is moving like Rhys James. He has one great game, then gets injured. No, in the same game he has done well. Now breaking just. Women have completed the signing of Colombian striker Mayra Ramirez on a 4.5-year deal. Good signing there. I don't know how, but a lot of people are sounding like it's an excellent signing for us. That soundboard, anyway, does make sound of rain. All right. For again, FA Cup, they have Mati Cash, and that's how you pronounce his first name. Fortnite written 8.93 for Einstein, 8.69 for Mati Cash. Okay, goals 1 apiece in the cup, assists 1 for Raheem Sterling, 0 for Mati Cash, and matches played 1 apiece. Let's see, insights, unbeaten in 9 home games. In 9 home games. We've actually made a huge improvement this season, but because we're Chelsea and because we expect so much of our squad, we weren't happy that we lost to Borough. We lost to Borough, and all hell did break loose, and it was sounding as if we haven't made any progress this season. Aston Villa have won the previous 3 matches against Chelsea. Wow, yeah, and you can say all under Unai Emery. So that's an issue there, and head-to-head, 15 wins for us, 6 wins for them, 3 draws. Last 1, 2, 3 games they've beaten us. They beat us at home twice, and they beat us 3 times at home. Yeah, they beat us 3 times at home. One they beat us 1-0. The other one they beat us 2-0. Premier League, both. And the other one, club friendlies, they beat us 1-0, and then they beat us 2-0 in the Premier League. This one, we beat them away. But they've been at the better side in the last 5 meetings. Wow, that's concerning, really. But we'll look at the team's current form. But let's say you, DJ, if you're there, or what do you make of the teams, or the fact that they've beaten us in the last 3 meetings? And I'll be right back in a few seconds, please.
Yeah, Kachila, it's embarrassing, that is, isn't it? When you read that stat, they've beaten us 3 times in the last times that we've met them. I'm at the bridge as well. It's embarrassing, really. Listen, it's got to be rectified. We've got a chance to do it tonight. It's a cup, it's the FA Cup. If the players can't be up for the FA Cup, then I don't know what more I can. I don't know what they can be up for in terms of that. So listen, it's a game we're gonna. It's a game. It's a game I think we're going to win tonight. Obviously I never give predictions on score lines, but I will say that we, I'm confident we can get the victory tonight. So yeah, we have to do it. We have to put those losses 100%. We have to correct those losses and make wins now. Chichilla, you there?
I think he's not there.
Is he gone?
No, he said he's going to be back.
Oh, is
soon.
he? Phil, I'll ask you then, bro. Do you want to answer that one then?
For me, I think like the time they've beaten us, like if you look at the last game we played at home, they won like 1-0. They didn't win because we played bad, but the only thing is we were still finding our feet, and also the fact that Gusto had like a red card, which I didn't think was supposed to be a red card.
100%
anyway.
not a red card. Agreed.
So I just think maybe they were a bit lucky because there was a bit of mistakes there which made us just lose the game anyway. But I think today we're going to rectify that and we're going to beat them.
Yeah,
that's just my own point of view.
Yeah, I agree.
I know we will still look at the numbers, but I have to say we do need to beat them now. It's not. Look at Aston Villa in 1, 2, 3, 4 games. We beat them 2-0 that's in 2022. But after that, they beat us 1-0 at home, beat us 2-0 at home, both in the Premier. One is a club friendly, the other one the Premier League. And this year again, they beat us 1-0 at home. So we need to beat them. We're Chelsea. That trend needs to end now. But let's get Bobby in because we're moving quickly so that we can get to the match preview, lineup building exercise and round up as soon as possible. Sorry, DJ, you took over and I appreciate that, brother. Sorry, were you asking any other question, DJ?
No, bro. I just answered. I just asked the same question you asked me. I just put that to Phil as well. I hope you didn't mind because I asked where you were.
No. I trusted you to continue.
No. Right. I just say big up to Bobby, by the way, since he's coming. It's been a while.
Yeah, big up, guys. Phil, coach.
Big up, Bobby. Hold on.
Big up, Bobby.
We appreciate you. Appreciate you, Bobby. Bobby, welcome to the panel. You've seen our last meeting. From our last 5 meetings, they've beaten us at 3. Probably. Let me see. Let me expand this. So we have our last 5 meetings: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Wow, they beat us 4 times, and we were able to beat them just once, which is the 2-0 away win at Villa Park. This one, no. We beat them twice. They beat us 3 times. There's 3-1 at Villa Park, and then 2-0 at Villa Park. But after that, the last 3 meetings, they've beaten us 1 club friendlies. And considering that, and the fact, you can say for us, we're at home, and we're unbeaten in the last 9 home games. I think hopefully we continue in that trajectory. What do you think will happen? And again, do you think we'll be able to beat them? Do you think they beat us? Whatever you think, let's hear you so that we can get to the lineup building exercise as soon as possible. But let's hear you, Bobby.
First things first. The most important thing, DJ Sav. DJ Sav is for me to say this. He's even a bigger brother than in terms of closeness than Roger. And
oh my goodness, you just broke Roger's heart, and I'm gonna tell him.
DJ Sav is box office. He's the main man. He really is. No,
big up to you, Bobby. Thank you for that. Really appreciate that, brother. Big up to you.
I'm just big upping you.
Much
you know the love I have for you. It's been a while.
Same.
That's why it
has been a while.
But it's all good. It's all good. And I don't know who. Sorry, who else have we got here on the panel?
Phil Seals.
Phil, much love to you. I had to give my brother DJ that sort of accolade because we go back.
We do. Much love. Thank you, Bobby. Big up,
It's
big
Chico.
all
up,
good.
Bobby.
It's all
Yeah,
good.
I didn't
Coach,
start with
see,
you guys, but when you say
yeah,
you go, we go back. I understand what you mean. I didn't start.
yeah,
You guys were
absolutely.
already, yeah, again together before. Yeah, go ahead.
Absolutely, Coach. You know, you're still the main anchor, but this is what you get when you host a panel full of so many very very serious Chelsea people. We got
Mm,
to give them their flowers. Listen, Coach. You know me and stats. I really don't care. It doesn't matter. I don't think stats mean anything in football. Why? Because you're only as good as your next game if you're a winner. It's
mhm.
only if you're somebody like an Arsenal fan, you keep looking at old glory days and looking to. No, we're Chelsea. We we are pace setters, and we are people that don't live in our history. We create history. That's what we're about. We're history creators, not history livers like Arsenal and Liverpool. So on that platform, I know stats are there, they're part of their reality, they're part of everything. But for me, I never have a focus on stats. What I'm looking at is, have we overcome this hindrance that we had of not being able to play games at a short turnaround, which is a symptom of a new young team learning, one, to play in the league, what, two, to play together, three, to cope with the injuries to the key players. That pace of a fast turnaround. And in a way, being out of Europe this year and this season and having to play the cups and thankfully going far in one of the cups and please God that we go far in the next one is beginning to rehearse us. I know you like me saying that. It's
Oh
beginning to
yeah,
rehearse
that's
us.
your ID.
Rehearsals, yeah. It's beginning to rehearse us in the momentum of playing twice a week, which we will need to perfect when we are back in Europe and back in the Champions League. So, as with every game with this young team, I watch with hope, not expectation, and with interest to see our progression. Have we progressed? Have we improved upon this, that, and the other? And key to that is returning injuries. However, people like Ben Chilwell should not get anywhere near a starting place. We know the reality of his fitness, and playing him a few days before today, I think, is
Mhm.
just madness. And I think Poch knows that, but we might see starts to some of those returning injuries that didn't start in the last game. And it's all the personnel management, the game management, and the application that's going to be important because we found that once we've had a quick turnaround, the boys struggle with application. So that's what I'm looking at for. If we've learned and we're able to apply ourselves, bearing in mind that Villa have had a whole week to prepare and haven't had a game in between. Not that that should mean anything, but if we're facing somebody that wants it more than us, then we're in problems. But if we're facing somebody that we match the industry and endeavor, yeah, I think we could do it tonight. We could win this game.
Yeah, if we do win this game, I think he will do our boys a world of good, like Bobby would like to say also. For leaving that yellow card for me, okay, maybe you're trying to say 1-0 to the chat. The chat are winning 1-0 now, the panel 0-1, the panel 0. Okay, Bobby, that's Richie Boy saying hello to you. Breaking news: Poch has told
Yes,
the players that they
Richie!
need to take this game seriously. Bobby is in the house, a legend in the house, I think. Our Chelsea players' mentality has changed after beating Middlesbrough. Let's see. And coach, I'm not being funny, but we need to leave one on John McGinn tonight. Seriously. Let's see what happens, but I understand where you're coming from. DJ, the other legend, yeah, and coach is not the legend. Villa is no Middlesbrough. They will take their chances. Like I said, they've been excellent this season, and I think our boys will have at the back of our minds that they beat us the last time, and it was at home. So we need to beat them today. Hopefully, we don't overdo it in the process and get unnecessary red cards and, you can say, play with one man down. But let's see what happens today. Bobby, the new Jose Mourinho and our players are getting older and experienced. Some are over 23 now. Okay, let's see. I see more improvement in the team. I've always seen improvement even after the loss to Borough, which I told people that was just first half. It wasn't like we didn't play well. We created good enough chances in the first leg to win, but it wasn't our day. But a lot of people thought, yeah, the world just turned upside down on that day. Someone needs to Klopp McGinn take one for the team. No, it will Mark Smith. It will get worse for us. But that's, by the way. Let's look at how many goals they've scored in the last 5 games and how many goals we've scored. That will give us again. There are people who are interested in knowing what the numbers say. So let's complete that. In the last 5 games, they've scored 1, 4, 6, and 7 goals in total. They've scored 7. And how many have we scored in total? We've scored 6, 7, 11, and then 3 more, 14. So we scored more. But how many have we considered in those games? We considered 1 here, 2, we've considered 5 in total. And they've considered how many? 1, 4, and 6. 6 in total. So we considered 5 in total. Yep, I think that's correct. They've considered 6 and we considered 5 in total. That's 1. That's 2. Yeah, 5 in total. So they've considered 1 more than us. So the numbers say the most likely winner will be us. But beyond that, on paper, I think we should be able to win them. And you can say form is pretty much the same in terms of given their last 5 games, we've won 4 and lost 1, which was to Middlesbrough away. For them, they've lost 1. They've drawn 2. So I think the numbers say we'll beat them. But the game is played in 90 minutes, and that's when you find out who wins. So the most likely outcome will be Chelsea beating them. And the fact that we haven't lost at home in 9 games, that's another thing to consider. I hope that one continues. Our home form has actually been one of our biggest achievements of this season, in my opinion. Let's see what else we have here. Anything else before we get into the lineup building exercise? Bobby Poch was hurt when Chelsea lost to Brentford in October, and has been determined to make our home ground a fortress again. I'll take that. Just quickly, DJ, let me ask you, how important will our home form be in this game today?
100% it'll be important, Kachilla. As I said, we're undefeated in 9 games at home. I think it's probably one of our best records we're on in a long time. We need to keep it going.
Yeah, it hasn't been so in a while.
Yeah, we need to keep it going. We need to win this game. And as I said, I think if we play how we played against Middlesbrough, okay, I know it's different. I know Aston Villa are a different machine. However, I still think we still got the home advantage first of all, and I still think we can go and get this victory. So it's very important it carries on, and because at Stamford Bridge, I think going and watching them over the years, obviously I'm talking about before these new owners came in. I'm going to go back to being it used to be a fortress. People never wanted to come to Stamford Bridge. Bobby would tell you this as well. Every time players turned up at Stamford Bridge from the other opposition, they didn't want to play because they knew what kind of game they were going to get with the players that we had. We need to go back to that again, and I think we're starting to get there. We just need to keep the momentum going for me.
Yeah, we have to. You can see if you make it a fortress, whenever teams come to the Bridge, they'll have an added pressure of playing there. Let's say you, Bobby, the importance of our home form. How far do you think it will go for us in this game?
Yeah, I mean, as I said initially, stats and these references, to me, they don't carry so much weight. However, the home form is important in terms of the psychology of it all. Winning breeds winning. And if you believe you're going to win somewhere, it helps with the way you apply yourselves, because muscle memory will teach you, will repeat itself as to what you did to be able to win there and keep winning. So I think it's good. It's not the be all and end all, but I think it matters. And if we win again, hopefully when we do, that will help even more. This team is a team that can only get better with victories. So home form, I think, is important that we've got it, and it will help psychologically with a team that really needs those sort of little extra psychological boosts.
Yeah, thank you so much, sincerely. I appreciate that. Let's see. John is in the house. Good afternoon, everyone from England, UK, Great Britain. Nice to see you. John, I hope you're doing well. How's my brother JC? Your brother JC was here, probably still at work. I've just pressed the like button. I appreciate that. John, keep doing that. 3-0 Moneymaker. Okay. My bro, Michiboy, thinks we're going to win by 3 goals to nothing. I think we will concede. After reading Poch's book, and his first target was to build the Tottenham home ground, and that's what he did at Tottenham when he was there. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Keep dropping the likes on the stream, people. 44 likes. We should be doing way better than that. We have about 28 minutes to round off, and that's because we started an hour late. I had to sort out some issues here. And the Blue Triple Game is saying it's safe to say Emery is a cup manager, so I'd expect him to field a strong team and not just throw the cup away. He will know that if we concede, we tend to lose our bottom, and it's because we have Keats. Keats will always be Keats. I don't want us to concede for us. If we do, it's going to be an issue. But that's why let's see how you feel. Anything else you want to add? The importance of our home form right now. I mean, it's not too much, but 9 in a row hasn't happened in a while. But let's hear you. If you want to add to that before we move on to the lineup building exercise.
I think Bobby and DJ basically summed it up, because the home form is going to be really important today, because that's our home. We can't let people come and strip us down at our home. So by any means necessary to win, we just have to do it anyway, because it's our home and we need to protect that home form no matter what happens.
I agree with you. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to be having the conversation again at the same time, because we don't have too much time. The back four, I'm going to say Petrovic keeps it. It's shocking, right? Will keep his place. Petrovic will keep his place. Chilwell, I think, will play this game. I get it. He again, we need to be cautious, but I think at the same time, the manager will want him to play this since he started the other one. Maybe he won't finish again. And I think the Sassi keeps his place. The question now is whether he continues in the right back position. I'd say maybe. I'm not too sure what the manager does here, but I think Thiago Silva gets a rest today. So if Thiago Silva rests, I don't know. Bobby, help me out here. Let's hear you. The back four. Chilwell keeps his place, but I'm not too sure what happens in the central area, because I suspect there's a chance Thiago Silva will be rested.
Yeah, I mean, it's tricky. The back four, I don't think Chilwell will start. He will not start, because starting, you tend to have the tendency to play longer than if you finish. So he will come off the bench for his own fitness. He's only played one game in goodness knows how many months.
But he didn't finish. Remember, he didn't finish.
No, he didn't finish, but he played a good 60-plus minutes, and Poch himself said he played a little longer than he would have liked. So I'm almost 100% certain that Chilwell will not start, but he will come on for more game time. The centre-back pairing...
I'm going to add those in the chat to help us decide. So go ahead.
The centre-back pairing is going to be really interesting. It's either... I think with Colwill floating from starting left back and moving in, I think that Badiashile will start. Badiashile will come on because he won't finish. He will swap with Colwill when Chilwell comes on. So that would be Badiashile starting alongside Desassi, a bit of a fast turnaround, but Desassi probably is more capable than the others. Now, the interesting one is I can see Chalobah being on the bench, but that's another conversation, because they would like to give him a run out at some point. So then the right back is going to be interesting, and it's a big ask. but I think because of the personnel or the lack thereof, he will use Gilchrist. But Gilchrist has to play better than he did against Middlesbrough because, to be honest, he was responsible for I've forgotten which goal. Yeah, for the Middlesbrough goal. He completely left his man to run free, left it all on Disasi to try and cover up. And I think he will learn, but he needs to play better because Villa won't give you those lapses. So that will be my back starting back four will be ahead of Petrovic will be Colwill
So
left,
you say who right back? You say Gilchrist right back?
Gilchrist right back, Colwill
I
left
still
back.
think the Sassi he will play the Sassi right back, but let's go with yours. Gilchrist, you said,
Well,
and the two centre backs you named,
Gilchrist,
who and who?
Badiashile, and Desassi, and then
You think the Sassi will be there?
will be in the centre back
I
position.
think
Yes,
okay.
will be
I
on the
think
right
even if
side of
Badiashile
centre back.
comes in, I think if even if Badiashile comes in, I think he still keep the Sassi right back for consistency. Because he wouldn't want to check it up. Because every time you check
So
up
so
a defensive line, there will always be some measure of, you can say, lack of cohesion. But go ahead.
moving Desassi from right back to centre back is barely a shake-off. Because when he plays
Okay.
centre back, he drifts to the right. It's just that he doesn't attack as much. But I think that's marginal. Things like that, as long as they're on the field, it's a different thing. I think Thiago has to be on the bench, and I'm sure he will do that. Now, he might come on at some point. I don't know, depending on how Badiashile does. But the centre backs, for me, and I'm pretty sure he will do it because he has to manage these people. They've got Liverpool coming up on Wednesday.
So you said
So
a Colwell a left back, right?
yeah, Colwill to start at left back,
I think it
left
makes
centre
sense
back,
now, given what Amici is saying there. But go ahead.
left centre back Badiashile, right centre back Tessasi, right back Gilchrist. And
Gilchrist.
just before I drop, one reason he's definitely going to put Badiashile on the right centre back position is so he doesn't run so much because there's Liverpool coming and we don't know if Gusto is going to be fit enough for that game. So that would mean that in a fast turnaround, yet again, Desassi has to go to the right back, where certainly against Liverpool, he's going to do a lot of running if he plays there. So he's going to try and take the stress off his legs a bit and put him as centre back. Not that Villa are weak, but their wing play compared to Liverpool's is as almost as fast, but it's not as threatening.
All right. And Mitchell Boy saying here, Poch said actually won't start, but may play if medical staff okay some minutes. So there's a chance that there's a chance now, more likely than not, he's not going to start. The conversation of Silva being arrested does not make sense. I have not seen him being arrested this season. Maybe you've not been paying attention. There's been more discussion on panels, but reality is different. But let's see what happens. Don't know if Badi is ready to play. Okay, maybe he's not. Silva has to play because we don't have enough fit players. We'll find out what happens. Gilchrist versus Watkins. Gusto got sent off in the last game, even though he's more experienced. We need a back line of pure experience. So that makes sense now. But we'll see what that happens. So, Bobby, I have seen a discussion on Silva needs to be rested at least 10 times, and yet it didn't happen. I think it has happened twice, maybe, or more. But this time, the games are coming in thick and fast. And I think the manager would rather him be fit for the Liverpool game than this one. But let's see what happens. That's just it. And yeah, you're correct. We've had a lot of discussions about him, the importance of him being rested, and it didn't happen. But there's a chance it happens again. I am yet to see him being rested. I think he's being rested. We've seen him rested on 2 occasions, I think so, and came off the bench to join the fold on 2 occasions also.
No, I just want to say, yes, it's important to deal with the next game, but honestly, you can't take your eye off that Liverpool game. It's going to be important. You're going to need fresh players. It's a league game. We need the points. And, it's also a psychological game because we're playing them in the cup. So I think he will rotate. He's got to. Even if we don't have the fit personnel, he's got to find a way to rotate with half an eye on that game. There's no choice.
Yeah, and this Silva and this game, if Silva plays this game, he's gonna be weird out before the Liverpool game. But I understand your question. Silva does not need to be rested. I think we do. The games are between 3 days of each, and let's see what the manager does. He's predictably unpredictable, but we'll find out. He's playing well and he's finishing his CFC career in the summer. That's not a yes thing. Would you rather, if the manager feels like if he plays today, he's not going to be ready for the Liverpool game, I think he's going to rest him. But that's just us. We're actually speculating. You may end up being the one that's correct here.
Added to that, 3 days again after Liverpool is Brighton. He has to rotate.
So the games are coming in thick and fast. It's not like we have spaces of 6 days between each game. It's more of a risk to actually play him. But let's see what the manager does. Chances are you're very correct and we're very wrong. But we'll find out later in the day. He starts. Okay, let's see. Let's see what else we have here. Cornwell Silva to see with one of Badi or Gilchrist. It depends on Badi's readiness. Yeah, that's the truth. The discussion of Silva resting is off topic. Does not need it to be worth the time investment. You can't say that. That's you that thinks it's off topic. You can't tell us what's off topic in that case. What discussing the lineup and discussion of Silva, you can't just call it off topic because you feel like he starts. No, I disagree with you. We have our own opinion. You have yours, and chances are you're correct, and chances are we're wrong, and vice versa. You all talk about him being rested, but it barely happens. Yeah, it doesn't happen, but we all recognize it's important he gets rested, and you never know. We'll find out what happens today. Chances are he plays, and we'll play against Liverpool. We have an injury all season, meaning he's overplayed. That's another part of it. He's overplayed because we've had issues. But in 2 games now, Badiashile has been on the bench. What does that tell you? Chances are he starts. It would take for the manager, if something the manager doesn't trust Badiashile that much, that's when whether Silva has a broken leg, he starts him. So if that makes sense. So you made a point. Yeah, excellent point right there. We overplayed him because we've had issues. Yeah, but if Badi is ready to start, I think there's a chance he rests him. But that's just my opinion anyway. I'm not saying that's definitely what's going to happen.
One player that, if he's fit, I know will start because I know Pochettino likes him and likes him so much that he even made him a captain of one of our preseason games before he became injured. And this player, if he starts, he will play out of his skin because he wants to give himself a good chance for a move, whether January or in the summer. It will be Chalobah. Chalobah is, I think, he's close to fitness now, and if he's fit enough, you might be surprised to see him start.
Yeah, me sticking in Mudryk here is just wish, but I think Raheem Sterling starts over him. Liverpool game is worth nothing. Okay, that's how you see it. I think it's worth a lot, in my opinion. But that's your opinion anyway. And my opinion is that it's worth a lot. I still see the resting. I don't see him playing, but the manager does what he wants, and we will find out in a few hours. We have a better shot at EFL Cup than finishing fourth. Finishing fourth in the league. It's finished almost for us. Yeah, you could argue that, but we're not sure. We're not sure of the manager's mindset. Just Badi is more likely to get some minutes rather than start, but also he could start and do 60 minutes. We don't know. We'll find out. Coach, that's just my opinion. I understand. We'll all have our opinions, and we're having a good conversation here. Just go with. I understand, but that's why that's why when you have smart people having a conversation, you don't always see everybody say yes, I agree, just like that. There are perspectives to consider, and that's why we're here. And there's no way we're not getting slapped with that back four. If they cannot make the bench, then they cannot start. Yeah. Let's see. Chelsea should have rested Silva in the last game, but because it is one game at a time, Poch is under pressure. Yeah, you could say that. Your brother Jesse is in the house. Did you see him? Okay, there you go. He's there. He's seen you. Love you very much, Big Brother Jesse. Oh, yeah, good. Enjoy the conversation. Cornwell at left back is 1 goal for Watkins and Gilchrist. At right back, 1 goal for Watkins. Let's see what the manager does. These days, predicted lineup exercises are just formalities. We're not too sure, really. We need our strongest team, then a rotate, in my opinion. But let's see what the manager does. Everybody's just going, in my opinion, right now. DJ, what do you make of the back four?
Yeah, interesting. I can see why people are saying rest Thiago Silva. I probably would do the same thing with the next couple of games coming up with Liverpool and Brighton, as we've already alluded to. In terms of whether Poch does it is another thing. I think tonight, I think is an important game. But again, I like Bobby, as Bobby said, I would probably go with that back four that you've got already, just to give Thiago Silva that rest. I know he's the experienced one amongst the back four, but then we also got to take into consideration that both Badashili and Desassi played for Monaco together as a centre-back pairing. So they obviously know each other's game. So I don't see why that could be a bad thing in terms of that. I think my worry is the only is young Gilchrist, really, because I think, like Bobby said, when he came on the other day against Middlesbrough, it was through his fault that they scored that goal. I think he's got to be a bit more with it today. I think West probably where you probably say Thiago Silva would help there, because obviously, even though he's playing as a centre back on that side, he will at least be able to nurture the kid in terms of that, making sure he doesn't make the mistakes. But hopefully, I think Desassi and Badashili are more than Desassi I think can more than likely help him in that way. But yeah, I would go with that back four. As I said, and hopefully we'll, as you guys have said as well, and hopefully they'll get the job done tonight, and they won't get goals conceded against them.
Yeah, and just quickly, I think he will start Raheem Sterling over Mudryk. I think Gallagher starts this game. Palmer right wing, Broja, I think he should start. If anything, I think there's a chance he plays Palmer at number 9 and someone else plays in the right wing. But we'll find out. At this point, there's no telling what Pochettino would do. He's never been consistent with his selection, and that makes it even difficult. Maybe after we have all players back, then it'd be easy to predict what he would do. Manager's mindset has been a roller coaster all season, coach. We know that cannot be taken seriously until he maintains the results consistently. I think I agree with you. It's difficult to correctly predict this lineup right now these days. Facts, let's see. Not Cowell at left back. Let's see what the manager does. We use the poll, and 76% thinks it will be Chilwell, but chances are, given the manager, what the manager has said in his presser, there's a chance he won't be Chilwell. But I think he will be. I strongly believe he will be Chilwell. But Mitchell reminded us that the manager said that he may well not start. So 78% in the poll thinks it will be Ben Chilwell. So let's use Benwell. Yeah, that's a new name, Ben Chilwell. But my brain going faster than what I need to do. Just 1 second here. Chilwell there. Let's go with that. Let's get a few of what we have in the chat, and we need to round up as soon as possible. The timing is just perfect. We have about 11 minutes, so we're going quick. We have to win every game. Chelsea are going to win the EFL Cup. I believe we can. Colwell is getting cooked by Leon Bailey if he plays in the left back position. So I'd rather we go with Ben Chilwell. And thank goodness the chat picked him. This game is more important than Liverpool's game. Resting players for this game for that meaningless league game is like Arsenal saying bigger fish to fry. Here's the no need fighting over it. We'll find out in a few hours what the manager does. It's our opinions, but it's based mine on what Poch does most of the time, but we don't know all the angles to see what Poch would do. Yeah, the angles to see, you don't know he's not been consistent with anything. Coach predicted lineup is getting knocked out tonight. Let's see, without proper fullbacks, Villa's pacey forwards will defeat a Chelsea Football Club. Let's see what else. Anything that's important here. That back four has too many changes, no consistency, which was why I say there's a chance we see the Sassi playing the right back position. Remember, it's not just me alone. I'm working with other people. I think he would want a bit of consistency, even if he wants to change things around. The only change I believe, in my opinion, we see in the back line will be a Thiago Silva dropping and someone else coming in with this. I see who. I'm not too sure really right now. If he chooses that and ends up with errors, then blame the players, blame Poch and yourself. We'll see what happens. It's always our opinion when we state our opinion. I base mine on what Poch does in general, but right now he's not been consistent. So basing your judgment on what he does in general doesn't help you. Coach, you might as well nickname that back for the Suicide Squad, maybe. And if you remember, if you've been paying attention, you can rewind it and watch it. As I'm saying, it's more likely to go with something close to what he made the last backline, the backline for the last game. If it doesn't remain the same, the only player I see not starting will be Thiago Silva. But Michi has told us that he said that Ben Chilwell may not start. So I'm not too sure what to make of the back line there. Big up to you too, Phil. I need to do something. All right, bro. You go ahead. Poch said Chile won't start. So Chile definitely won't start, which means the only option there, if he keeps his words, will be a Kowa starting in the left back position. So now we're just going with our emotions because we feel like Kowa starting in the left back position won't work. But the truth remains, if he said that Chile won't start, then most definitely, yeah, Kowa starts in the left back position. That's just the argument right there. Even if Thiago Silva starts, we may well see Kowa in the left back position. When we get knocked out, fans will say, why we didn't start our best 11? Yeah, but let's see what happens. That back line is full of inexperience, or is it? I'm not too sure. Coach, just found out I will never see Chelsea win the Premier League in your lifetime. Are you 18, 19? Because the owners will not buy experienced players. They're just buying young but to sell. I don't think the plan is to buy and sell the players, actually, in my opinion. Start Matson at left back. Oh, yeah, let's do that. So here's the back line thing. For me, I would still stand the Sassi in the right back position. I wouldn't start Thiago Silva, in my opinion, but chances are he starts. We don't know what's going to happen with the back line, but certainly in the midfield area, it will be Caicedo, Enzo Fernandez, and I think that's where this is what we'll see up here. If any changes, it will be Mudryk for Sterling and Broja not starting, with Palmer starting in number 9 position, and what's his name, Madrid coming in the right wing position. And there's a chance Carney Chukwuemeka starts today. So you never know, because we've had injuries, and because the manager himself has not been consistent with the selection, except for the two sixes there, it's difficult to say. But we'll find out. DJ, let's hear you. The lineup overall, let's hear you. You have anything to say there?
Yeah, I think the only one for me probably could chill is Gallagher coming back into the team. I get he's been excellent for us. I'm not denying this. He's been good for us, but would I put him straight back into that setup after the way we played against Middlesbrough? I probably would say stick with what we did the other game. Maybe play. Obviously, the only change I probably would make would be Mudryk, because his game against Middlesbrough wasn't that great. So you probably have Sterling. I probably would say Noni Madueke on one side and Palmer, like he was playing the other day. Put him there with Broja up top. That probably would be the thing I do. But again, it's all about opinions. I know probably yourselves and Bobby are probably going to say Gallagher, bring Gallagher back into the team. Maybe feel the same thing, I don't know. But I probably would say the only change I'd do there would probably be Gallagher not playing, and maybe either you bring in Noni in there, or you bring in Chukwuemeka, who I've heard today, there's a possibility that he might make this game today. So there's a possibility in playing against Aston Villa, his former club, he might start him today, because
I totally forgot about that.
Yeah, so he might be possibly coming. He'll be coming in for one of those guys, whether it's Enzo, Caicedo, or Gallagher, but he'll play definitely one of them positions. So it's possibility that he might start today. So let's see on that one. But other than that, the lineup other than that is okay with Broja up top.
Yeah, and Mitch, given your comment, chances are Cowell starts there. But we used the poll, and the fans and the participants chose Cowell. Chose Cowell over Chilwell. There's no telling what will happen, really. Start Lewis Hall and led by, let's start him there. Coach, which formation? Usually the application is different. Sometimes we see 4-4-2, sometimes we see 4-3-3, but mainly 4-3-3. Once the game starts, Mudryk or Nani, only one starts. Yeah, exactly. But everything comes down, whether Nani gets a chance to start, it depends on who starts here. If Palmer get moves to the number 9 position, then Mudryk Nani has a chance to start. So we're not too sure what's going to happen really. The manager's not been consistent. It's very difficult to tell. Our squad is bloated right now. Is it really? I'm not too sure. But let's see. I'd start Mauricio over Gallagher, but I think Gallagher starts this game. If he doesn't start this game, then I'd change my opinion to Gallagher will leave this January before the transfer window ends. Oh, you're 60. Okay. Nice to have you there. I'd rather play Mudryk at left back. Chances are he plays. Maybe the application will be. You could say. He hasn't actually played with a 3-4-2-1 structure at any time. It's difficult to say what this man does right now. It's everywhere. DJ, the pattern has been if a player plays well, he's dropped for Sterling. So you cannot fit everyone unless you drop Gallagher. Yeah, that's the truth. It's Villa, not Borough. Let's see what else we have here. The Blues have a formidable record in the FA Cup. Home games, losing just 2 of their last 47 ties at Stamford Bridge. And thank you for that some education right there. Casado, Gallagher, midfield. Yeah, we know that. That doesn't change that much. Gallagher certainly start. I'd be shocked if he doesn't start. If he doesn't start today, then a lot have changed. Broja, Sterling, Palmer, front 3. Okay, I'll take that. Bobby, anything else you want to add so we can call it a day? I have 3 minutes to go help my boys get ready for school. My wife has been called to come take care of something at the hospital, so she had to leave immediately. Let's hear you, Bobby.
I think Gallagher will start because of his endeavour. You know, Villa have a lot of very energetic midfielders, John McGinn being the obvious one.
Mm-hmm.
And we're going to need to match that energy. And Gallagher didn't start the last game, so I think he will start this game.
And he came on and got 2 assists.
Ahead of Enzo, because this is a game. Because this is a game that Enzo may struggle with. You know, I could be wrong, but where it's high octane, he tends to not quite be that same player, unless we manage to find a way to shift him further forward as he did against Borough. But he's not going to get the same level of joy with Villa as he did with Borough.
Yeah, thank you so much for that. Let's see what else we have here. Cowell, Silva, Badia, Disasi. So you're saying Silva will start? Okay.
Does anyone hear me?
I think I'll go with. I think we'll most likely see more of a consistent lineup, a back line that we saw last time. But Silva, to me, I'm still saying it just wouldn't make sense to play him today and in a few days again, just in less than 4 days or in 4 days' time he plays against Liverpool. Yeah. Go ahead.
I don't know if you can hear me. Did you hear what I said?
Yeah, I can. Yeah.
Starting?
Yeah. He's there. You did say something. Yeah,
okay,
I heard everything you said.
All right, so I don't have to repeat it because I sort of stopped hearing you after a while. I'm on the road, that's why. Okay, that's
okay.
That's good.
All right, DJ, anything else you want to say so that we can run? Let's see.
No, Kachila, that's everything, mate. Hopefully we'll just get the win tonight. As I said, it's a must win, and we've got to obviously turn this deficit over against Aston Villa. With them, bear in mind they've beaten us how many times. So yeah, we've got to win tonight, and I'm confident we can win tonight.
Yeah, I agree with you. Whoever starts, let's just win. It's been an excellent show, and thank you for 50 likes. And in the back end, we need just a few more views to get it to 1,000 views. So I think that will happen. And I'll try my best to add the information of the panelists in the chat, but I'm in a hurry right now. Villa have won their last 2 matches against Chelsea. Yes, we've addressed that. Enzo, Casado, Gallagher, midfield. I think that happens too. McGinn needs Gallagher versus him. Mitchell back up 4 is only way I'd be comfortable with Colwell at left back. It makes sense there. But let's see what the manager does. Those in the chat picked Chilwell. Mitchell has said the manager said he won't be starting. I see Enzo resting. I see Enzo starting this game because this is an important game too. But nobody knows what will happen. We'll find out in a few hours. I think Alfred Gilchrist is too raw to start. I agree. And the Bluetooth again did mention Gusto a much experienced player than Gilchrist got a red card. So the risk will always be there if Gilchrist starts. But again, it's going to be a problem. I can feel it. Let's see. I am worried. Casado is injured as he whispered to Poch, all fitness coach on way of match. Okay, let's see what we have here. Great show, Coach DJ, and great show to all of you. And thank you so much for all of you for finding the time to join the show. Hopefully, we'll do a pre-game with mushed up with watch along, halftime analysis, and post-game analysis. I appreciate you all finding the time to join the show. Thank you so much. If I didn't say hello or goodbye to you, see you guys next time. God bless us all, and cheers.
Up the cheers. Peace, everyone.
Peace, everyone. Yeah.